Are you abusing your authority? Part 2. If you look up under abusing your authority, it means to put something where it doesn't belong, to apply something where it does not belong, to take things too far. A believer could have a church or a business or a family, and they take their authority and they abuse it. And you abuse your authority by going too far. So if you have a church, or a believer has a church, and they are either a pastor, a prophet, an apostle, whatever it is, and they're running a church, and they abuse their authority by making people do things that they know is not right. Like, they know guys come around and help, so they take advantage of that help. They take advantage of people. They know people like to come around and serve, but they take advantage and they take it too far. They start making them do things that the Holy Spirit don't want them doing. Or you want them to date certain people. So you try to control who they're dating, where they're buying their clothes, where they're getting a haircut from, what books they read. And a believer, either head of a church, a pastor, an apostle, a prophet, or whatever, won't allow his congregation to read other teachings, which are spiritual books out there. Yes, there are false prophets, and there's false teachers, and there's false apostles. But to not let a congregation read because the head is either jealous or scared he's going to lose his flock is abusing your authority. They'll shun people in the church if they start reading other people's books, other people's teachings, and they start acting funny and they start miscommunicate with them because they're giving people hard times. They'll announce in church not to read other people's books or teachings. That is abusing your authority, which is witchcraft. Witchcraft is controlling people. It is anything done in the flesh. You give the people in the church a hard time when they get their hair cut because your buddy that you grew up with cuts hair and you want everybody to go there. That is abusing your authority. Or at work, you can tell people what to do and instruct them, but then you totally take advantage of that. You treat them like slaves. You don't help them. You're just using them to make money, and you don't let them eat. You let them starve, or you just totally take advantage of the authority that you have. And most people like that want to be worshipped. So you could have a household, and you could be totally taking advantage of your wife. You could take advantage of your daughter. You could be abusing your authority. It's good to tell them to do the bathroom, but you make it harder, or you have them do it in a way where it's harder, or you embarrass them, or you have them go out back and do embarrassing things in front of people. See, people who like to embarrass people in front of other people are usually very controlling people. People who like to embarrass people in front of other people are very controlling and have a spirit of control and operate under witchcraft, and they probably have a spirit of witchcraft also. So you could be in a business or a church where you won't let your people, your congregation, the people you know, fellowship with other churches. You only want them to fellowship with your church, or the church that you get along really good with, and it's like a boys club. And you actually give your congregation a hard time for visiting other churches, which, yes, there are churches that are pure evil. And there are churches who teach false teachings. But to not let other people go to churches because you're scared to lose them and you want to control them is totally abusing your authority. You could be misusing your authority at home, or at work, or at your business, or at church. And the Holy Spirit sees when you take advantage of people. You should be having people under you to bless them, to help them, to love on them, not to treat them like slaves, not to be a tyrant, not to be a slave master, not to treat the people evil. So this is, are you abusing your authority? Part two, anything done in the flesh is control. So if you're have people doing crazy things, going to the store for you too much, or having you doing these goofy things for you, that is not of the Lord, that is abusing your authority. This is Apostle Mark. The Holy Spirit has enlightened you. Are you abusing your authority? Christ cares.